Hi there, Virgo, and welcome to your tarot reading for the very end of September 2021. Okay, let's do this. Okay, right, so let's look at the energies around your cards. I've been shuffling for a while and tuning into your organised, useful, efficient energy, which has such attention to detail and looking out for others very often as well. So let's see what you've got going on around you. Okay, the first card, the Nine of Swords, and then the Knight of Swords. So very Mercury energy, isn't it? These both cards saying you're up in your head a bit here, Virgo. Very much of the intellect. This is things going round and round in your mind about something. The Nine of Swords is about that kind of feeling like, oh gosh, all is lost. You know, something has come to a point where you're just feeling like it's no good. You know, it's kind of a feeling of sadness as well. So it's a kind of sweet despair almost, I could say here, because I say sweet because there's this bird on the window ledge looking across the beautiful hillside with a horizon of the sun just about to dawn. So it feels like you're coming to the end of some kind of path or some kind of conflict that's been stirring you up, causing you anxiety, causing you stress for some time. So but you know, chin up, I guess, Virgo. It feels like it's coming to a head. Here you've got the Knight of Swords, which is about, it feels like you're going to deal with something. It's like the Knight of Swords is saying, I want to take action on something. And sometimes this can be kind of, I mean, this is a bit of a disruptive energy, isn't it? With this image here, these blackbirds are kind of going all over the place. There's feathers everywhere. So are you feeling like you want to get something out with somebody, you know, like speak your mind or in some way? It feels like maybe you've got some home truths you want to confront somebody with, because this knight's looking very determined. He looks like he's headed for someone, as if he's been wronged in some way. So Virgo, what's got your goat, I could almost say, with that. More in the situation. Oh, we've got the Moon card. So the Moon card is about some kind of mystery. There's something that maybe is unseen in some way. The Moon card is where things look slightly different to actually how they are. Things might be a little bit distorted in some way. So maybe you're feeling wronged when actually maybe that's not really the case. Maybe it's something that's become in your mind, it's kind of come out of proportion in some way. So that's sort of the base of this situation. So yeah, something's kind of maybe got you in such a way that actually the reality might not be as such. So really step back from this situation you're in, Virgo, and maybe have a calmer, more level look at it. Maybe come out of your head. You know, that's something that I tend to notice with Virgos. You can often be up in your mind about things. So maybe it's more of a gut instinct that you need to be listening to more of your intuition in some way, you know, thinking about not the logical scenario, thinking more about your animal instinct in some way about something. Oh, more swords, Virgo, Five of Swords. So yeah, I mean, here there's kind of despair. I don't know why it feels like sweet despair. I keep getting that in my head. But this witch here, she's crying because she can't take it anymore. And I don't know if it just feels like things are not working the way she wanted to. This witch here looks worried as well. And then this one looks very determined, like she's quite happy about what's going on. So it feels like there might be other people involved in this situation, Virgo, that you're just feeling that it's not really a comfortable atmosphere. There's something that's conflicting. Ideas are different. People are not agreeing. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. There's three witches in here and two cats. So, oh no, there's three cats there. Okay, so yeah, it's a conflicting time for some reason. Maybe it's in your work, your private life, could be in your home situation, but people are not agreeing. Okay, so as always with these, I think energy grows where energy goes. So it might be worth taking a step back and maybe thinking, I don't recognize that vibration. If it doesn't make you feel good, Virgo, maybe put your energy somewhere else. Okay, right, let's see what's next. Okay, oh, Seven of Cups. So this is about options. You've got lots of so seeming potential paths that you could take around this situation. So where there's been sweet despair and disillusionment, things are uncomfortable, then you have this, yeah, being spoilt for choice in some way. It does feel like you might need to ground yourself. Yeah, so coming out of your head, maybe, yeah, in some way try to maybe meditation would really help you, Virgo, just to kind of slow down those brain waves that are speeding around you, around your mind, about seeming options or seeming possibilities that you are distracting you from really being contented. They're distracting you from um, being satisfied with where you are. Um, if I was you, I'd maybe look around you and think, okay, if I can't quite decide about the situation, what would make me happy? Maybe it's looking at how other people you think would be able to be happy. If there's something you can do to make others happy, if you aren't quite clear about um, your own kind of um, deep held dreams, if you're feeling a bit vague in that department and unsure, just maybe look at other people. And Virgo, you know, you naturally do that, so you're looking at others and thinking, oh, I can see how they could improve on that situation. What would your actions be if they were to improve other situations? That might be a helpful way to look at going forwards. Okay, it's good having options though, so I mean, it's positive. Okay, then we have the Lovers. Oh, I didn't see that one coming. After all these swords, yeah, and with those cards that are here already, I mean, it does look like about choices, more about choices with the Lovers. So, you know, it does seem to me as if, yeah, you're thinking of another person, a connection in some way. I mean, maybe things haven't gone the way you plan or want them to go. But it's Gemini is the card that kind of comes through with this energy. This is represented, the Lovers are Gemini, really. But it's about harmony, feeling very connected with another. It's about feeling as one with another person. So I think there's a strong connection that you're involved with either in your work or your home life. I mean, there is a lot of intellectual energy here, so it could be about a business partnership, you know, it could be about you know, how you work with another person that's very influential in your life. But it's like coming to some kind of agreement where you're both on the same page. I'll be interested to see where this goes. We have got romance cards here, we have got a crystal, and we've got animal energy as well, animal oracle deck. So I'm interested to see where it's going. What's the helpful messages for you? The Emperor, very nice. The Emperor is someone who is, this is how you're seen actually, Virgo, as someone who's got a lot of life experience. You're someone who has a good plan. You know, I mean, I love the way he's got this kind of, it looks to me, I'm not really a qualified astrologer or anything, but it looks to me like some kind of zodiac signs or something to do with the stars that he's got on a map there. So he's got lots of wisdom at his fingertips, it feels like. And then he's holding this staff which looks very decorated, and he's holding it very significantly, isn't he? And then he's got the horns of the antlers of some kind of stag or something, I would imagine. So very male energy, very powerful, potent energy. Gold armored, you know, armor on, I mean, and a dog for loyalty beside him. So this is how you're seen, Virgo. You're seen as being very solid, someone who's dependable, someone that others can feel sheltered beside. So a strong energy. It's a 4, which can be about stability, being rooted in some way, but you know, a very it's just a very nice card. It's really nice, Virgo. So you're seen as this. I mean, it's very earthy, like your energy, Virgo. So very nice. Can also talk about needing to have a plan, maybe, or needing to have some kind of structure, because you are, the light's really shining in on there. I hope that's okay. So I hope it's kind of yeah, it's to me, it feels like you're not someone who'd be short of a plan. So I just feel like you are organized, you know where you're going in your life. So maybe any confusion is going to be you know, it's going to slide away as you go forwards, I hope. Let's see what else we've got here. The King of Wands. Wow. So yeah, around you, you've got this energy of the King of Wands. So are you working with a strong other male energy? It could feel like with this King of Wands, this is someone else that maybe that's who's conflicting with you, Virgo. Is there someone else you're working with, another well, it's like a male energy. It could be 2 male energies here. So there could be someone who is very fiery energy here. This is someone who likes to travel, they like to be out and about, and very warm, and a good boss, usually bringing out the best in other people. So that's what's around you. It feels like you're making plans about what excites you, what makes you feel good, maybe planning to travel in some way, with the King of Wands. But it's outgoing energy, it's just really nice. I mean, you've got basically 4 kings in the Emperor card there, and then this 1 king here. So yeah, very manly energy here. I mean, if you're a woman with these energies, so be it. But yeah, very confident, you know, and strong and determined, determination with these energies. That's how you're moving forward, okay, with this strong connection with someone. So that's very it's quite exciting. Then we've got the 3 of Swords. So yeah, maybe you're worrying about some kind of situation that is conflicting in some way. I mean, we've seen quite a lot of swords to start with, haven't we, where there's lots of sweet sadness in some way, some distortion, conflict, wanting to take action and seemingly want to kind of get even in some way. And then we've got this 3 of Swords, which feels like there's some kind of conflict or some kind of, I mean, about choices as well here. It does feel like maybe some of you've got more than one option about you know, where your energies are going to be focused. So yeah, I mean, with 3 of Swords, this is kind of a passing phase, okay? You might be worrying about that. There's a journal here, so that would suggest that there's something written in here that's, it feels like there's some kind of history here, there's some kind of, there's a lot of detail, there's a lot of information, there's a lot to say about something, and the darkness behind the window and this crow looking like it wants to come in, and it's raining and cloudy. It feels like someone's been keeping notes or keeping records of some kind of blot on the landscape with that oil, with that ink spilled on the bed. So someone's keeping notes on some sad situation, or keeping notes on something that, yeah, that it's not really been a happy episode, let's say that. Okay, and what's the overriding energy? Oh, Strength card. Wow. So definitely fire energy here for you, Virgo. So the Strength card is reminding you that you are strong of spirit. You know, your heart is like a lion, bold as a lion, strong, keeping I mean, there's like you know, this like a tornado here, and then in this card we've got the storm at the window as well. It feels like you're keeping something at bay in some way. Yeah, I mean, she's kind of controlling quite a lot there. Yeah, so yeah, it just feels to me that you're, yeah, I think that you're going for, rather than having conflict with someone, you might be moving towards more control about your emotions, maybe moving towards more stepping back from conflict and choosing a more, I don't know, maybe get out of your head, like I was suggesting, and maybe forgive someone who isn't quite what you want them to be, or very much isn't what you want them to be. Yeah, using your powers of persuasion in some way to kind of look at the best in another person, rather than have all out kind of confrontation and battle, which would be suggested with that Knight of Swords. It's like wanting to argue and maybe have a, you know, throw up a storm in some way. Instead, I feel like you're going for a more gentle option. Yeah, honey rather than salt. Yeah, pouring honey over a conflict rather than salt, I think. Okay, which is nice. Okay, so let's look at the crystal card. You've got the Amethyst. That's really nice. Revealing your true self. As you allow others to know the real you, you'll feel loved for who you truly are. Yeah, I mean, maybe if you've been scattered in your emotions, scattered with your brain, you know, focus, it's time to kind of open up your third eye, you know. So you know, you can do eye exercises to strengthen your third eye. So you know, moving your eyes from side to side and then closing your eyes as well, and imagining the third eye opening. If you just do that, you know, you know, whenever you think of it, you can try to strengthen your third eye. So that could be helpful for you. Then we've got the Animal Oracle cards. We've got the Vulture Spirit, and it says nothing is wasted. So, you you know, maybe where you've had conflict and battles, maybe you've actually learned a lot about yourself, and maybe learned a lot about another person too. So heaven knows you've Virgo, you've got this Mercury mental energy, which is you know, you're very busy in your mind analyzing and scrutinizing and thinking things over. So I feel like this time has been valuable in ways that you maybe didn't realize. And then we've got the chameleon spirit, which is act as if. So yeah, I mean, change, you know, change how your outlook is, and choose not to go down the route of or you know, all out war, verbal war perhaps. Choose not to do that, and maybe act as if life is perfect. Act as if the other person is perfect. Act the way that you want to be, ideally, even if it doesn't match the other person around you, this other close connection you've got. Instead, you know, be the version of you want to be, and if that other person doesn't match your vibration, well, they'll soon dissolve away. Okay, yeah, trust in that, Virgo. Okay, and then let's go to the romance cards for you. Getting to know each other. We've got this, as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean about you know, chameleon, sorry, the vulture spirit. It's saying nothing's wasted. You know, you're getting to know each other through this time, so that's fine. It's not wasted. And then we've got worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Yeah, I mean, that feels like the Lovers card almost here for me. So there is some very romantic connection for some of you, okay, where things may have felt conflicted for some time, but all is not lost. And then let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others. Oh, that's so sweet. So it's saying, you know, in your community, in your environment, you've got supportive people around you that do care. You know, they will be there for you. And even if it's just talking over your fears and concerns, maybe you'll be surprised by a different perspective where they maybe reassure you and let you know that you are you've got so much more going for you than you realize, and maybe building your confidence in some way to make you see that you don't have to doubt, you know, and not to fear change if something doesn't work out, not to fear it, because you can find happiness by raising your vibration, and whatever comes back to you matches your energy. Okay, and so if something doesn't match you, Virgo, then that's because it's not meant to be there. Okay, and then it will fade away by you focusing your energy where it is supposed to be. Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of the reading, Virgo. I really hope it was helpful. I think I keep switching between saying Virgo and Leo. It does feel quite, I know the signs are very close together in the astrological chart, but yes, I hope that's been helpful. It is a Virgo reading, but there's strong sense of fire here. So, you know, that could be Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo, which is a very confident energy. So let's finish off with this, sealing your energy in this gorgeous reading. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm Barbara at Tarot Insight, sending you all my love and light, and look forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.